apple of my eye. Girl, I've never loved one like you.
Man, oh man, you're my best friend. I scream into the nothingness. There ain't nothing that I need.
Well, hot and heavy pumpkin pie, chocolate candy, pecan pie. Ain't nothing pleasing more than you.
Oh,
Let me go home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
let's go home.
Home is wherever I'm with you.
La 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 la,
Take me home. Baby, I'm coming home. I'll follow you into the park, through the jungle, through the dark. Girl, I've never loved one like you.
Boats and waterfalls, alleyways and pink falls. I've been everywhere with you.
That's true. Laugh until we think we'll die. Barefoot on a summer night. Nothing new is sweeter than with you.
And in the streets we're running free, like it's only you and me. Geez, you're something to see.
Let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with
You.
yes, I am home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
La 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 la, take me home.
Baby, I'm coming home.
Julie and Nabil. I couldn't imagine two people more perfect for each other. We've all watched their relationship grow from friendship to love, but love in its truest form, simple and pure. And this song is dedicated to you and your long and happy life together, full of pranks and what else? Ping pong. Let me come home.
Home is wherever I'm with you.
You. Let me come home.
Home is when I'm alone with
You.
home. Let me come home. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Home. Yes, I am home. Home is when I'm alone with you. Julie and Nabil, God, they do love each other a lot. It started out with ping pong. Now it will last their whole life long.
Home is wherever I'm with you. Home is wherever I'm with you.
Celebration of Nabil and Julie's commitment to each other. I'd like to thank Jess and Kressler, Peel, for starting the ceremony off by warming our hearts with their music. Now, my name is Yusuf, and I'll be emceeing the ceremony this afternoon with the blessings of Julie and Nabil, who I feel truly blessed to be their friends. Now, we'd like to kick off the ceremony with a poem recited by our dear friend, Anirudh. Anirudh?
I was in the motherland, my motherland, maybe some of your motherland. But I was in a place where I can speak the language. So now I can speak to like a lot of people, and it's crazy. So I'm not used to speaking. So in spoken word, we snap if we like what we hear. So if you could snap, that would be awesome because it's an interaction between the crowd and the people on stage, and there's an interaction between, I mean, this is an interaction, that's why they're doing this in front of people. So. I'm new to the talking thing. So I'm gonna do what? Do I do what? I'm gonna do this. We should have stayed together. Your hand fitted as perfectly in my hand as a bullet fits a revolver. You were in the chamber of my arm. But you left this chamber as fast as a bullet, and at first, the only impression I had of you was the black bullet hole you left when you touched my heart. A black hole, stopping time and sucking matter until I was sucking the spirit out of tilted alcohol bottles. I was so lost. My head was spinning. So much so that all I could think of was revolution, revolution. It seems like that word is always associated with politics, but revolution is really just a constant struggle for a better world that starts with each one of us. Because see, we are all wheels. And for a wheel to progress, it needs to keep revolving, keep rolling. But the only thing that was rolling were tears down my cheeks. See, I missed you. And even though you disrespectfully took advantage of my dedication, what happened was simple. You just needed to move on. To revolve into a better person, it was simple. So all I can say is I love you. Because hating is taking a simple lesson from something deep. Loving is taking a deep lesson from something simple. And if I force you to stay with me, I'd just be another idealist who prevents the ones he loves from growing in order to preserve a non-existent utopia. See, Christianity, capitalism, communism, Confucianism are all examples of ideologies religiously followed by parents, but are just words to malnourished children. And so it seems like a perpetual Ramadan, the way that children everywhere under the sun are forced to starve for their parents' seemingly religious conviction. And we shouldn't expect a single glorious revolution to end this fast like the moon revolving in front of the sun. Instead, we need to deal with reality. Stare the sun dead in the eyes until our worlds are plunged into permanent darkness. And in that darkness, we will feed the children without knowing who they are, because true love is blind. And that's why I'll no longer expect love from those I give it to. Instead, I will mold the chipped off shards of my broken heart into coins, so when I stand in front of the wishing well of the world, I can release the change of love. And as it completes a revolution, I hope for the ripple effect. See, action motivated by unconditional love is the revolution, and revolution is basic to existence. Like an electron revolving around the nucleus, revolution is elemental, and like an atom. No matter how much negativity surrounds me, I gotta keep my core positive. Core carries the most weight. And I feel more like Mother Earth now than ever before, because after that bullet shot to the heart, no matter how much growth I show on the surface, I too will always have a spinning piece of metal in my core, keeping revolution in my heart. And as long as blood is circulating through my arteries and vessels, revolution will be in my veins. But if my blood flow stops, my revolution will not. No. I will grow into the soil, which will nourish the plants that will feed the children. See, through revolution, I will show the children I love them, because I love you is not something you say, it's something you do. And so, I will feed the children and let them grow. Let you grow. Even if that means I have to let you go. Because I love you. And I always will. Woo! Alright, thank you. I'm very nervous right now because I've never done this for such a for this kind of ceremony. This is like crazy. So I want to say I'm very honored, from here.
Thank you so much.
You're doing great.
Great.
Thank you. Also, can I borrow you for a guitar? Not the guitar, you and the guitar.
What do you want?
If I could play the guitar and sing, I would not be. So any sort of yeah,
Just anything?
just soft kind of.
Alright.
This always works better with guitar. You'll see why in like the first line. So yeah, hopefully I won't mess up everything. It's going a lot. Guitarist pulls strings, giving life to that piece of wood like a puppeteer. I wonder, did the tree ever predict it could sing so sweetly when the woodcutter was tearing at its side? My eyelids closed, yours open. See, we just live on two separate continents. You live somewhere on my top eyelid, as I await slumber on the shores of my bottom eyelid, knowing that the distance between us is merely my every waking moment. To the beloved of my dream, why do you keep my nightmares company? I remember when you pulled me out of the pack, how your kisses used to inspire my spirit, how your lungs used to pull me into your breast. And now, I've reached a moment of expiration, away from the warmth. I know it's selfish, but I feel so jealous when the kiss of another can make you feel the same way. Look, I don't expect you to understand, because I'm more addicted to you than you are addicted to me. See, I'm a cigarette, and every time we kiss, I provide you a pleasure, but you provide me a purpose. And tell me, what can be more addicting than a reason to live? I work relentlessly, not because of the sting of whips on my back, but the hope that I will be so tired that all I can do is crawl into an empty bed and find you in my dreams. Every night I come to you in chains, knowing all the while that if I am not the source of my own happiness, I will always be a slave. I should have noticed the strings dangling from your mouth when you kissed me for the first time. Your tongue tied the other ends to my heart, so that with every movement of your lips, my heart danced. And now that they are drifting away, my heart feels the agonizing pull of tightening strings that are tuned to the ears of lost pilgrims. Upon them, I compose beauty from pain like spirituals rising from plantations. It seems that all my songs will be played upon the strings of attachment until they irreparably rip open my locked heart, so that all of its prisoners are set free, and no one can be denied